Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law, and through this channel I'd like to provide you some stock analysis and also a short trading lesson at the end, so please stay tuned. Okay, so in the previous video we looked at some of the reasons why specific stocks are down, in particular penny stocks, SPACs, EV and fuel energy. These are all stocks that have taken a significant hit. However, long term, many of the stocks I think are still a good hold. And what I'm going to do today is look at 5 stocks which I think are a good buy price for Monday to put on your watch list. And the first one I'd like to start with is ticker symbol RIOT, Riot Blockchain. So the first stock, Riot Blockchain, ticker symbol RIOT, is a stock that I have invested in. This stock does follow quite closely the price of Bitcoin, and what you have for Monday coming up this week is a good buying opportunity. As we know, Bitcoin is quite significantly down. This represents a good buying opportunity for stocks like Riot. At the moment on the Friday it closed just over 5% up at $38. However, I think if we look at the 1 year chart and the 3 month chart, we can see that certainly in terms of highs, it has at one time reached $78 and $64, $59 within the last 3 months. So I fully expect this to reach those highs again. Certainly it's one that is a good opportunity now. I'm not worried about my investment in this. I am currently about 20% down, but I'm looking for an exit around about $55. So once this hits $55, I will be exiting this play, but I'm very confident that it will certainly reach that. But for anybody who's not invested, $38 represents a good buy price. So let's now have a look at the website for Riot Blockchain. Okay, so this is from the investor analysis section of the Riot website, and the headline here is Riot Blockchain announces March production and operation update. So this is dated April the 12th, 2021. So the key sub-headline underneath there is Riot shares production of 187 Bitcoin for March 21, quarter 2021, production of 491 Bitcoin and deployment of 2,400 S19 Pro anti-miners. So the key thing that I would like to draw your attention to here is under the production and operation updates, and this is very significant for us as investors. First thing is, in March 2021, Riot produced 187 Bitcoins, an increase of over 80% of its previous halving March 2020 production of 104 Bitcoin. So basically 80% increase is very significant. This indicates substantial growth in their operations. The second headline there is they produced 491 Bitcoins, an increase of 75% over its previous halving quarter 1 2020 production of 281 Bitcoins. So from 281 to 491 Bitcoins is also a very significant indication of growth. And the final headline I'd like to share with you is that Riot holds over 1,565 Bitcoins on its balance sheet, which is very healthy, and all of this was produced in terms of its mining operations. So very healthy in terms of growth, very healthy in terms of going forward. But the reason for the price going down is it does follow the Bitcoin price. I fully expect Bitcoin to go back up, reach its all-time highs again. For that I'm very sure. So let's have a look at an entry price for Riot Blockchain. If you put this on your watch list for Monday, and a good entry point in this would be anything below $35 depending on momentum and movement. So currently it's trading at $38.51. If you see a little bit of a pullback, certainly a good entry point would be $35. And in terms of an exit, I will be looking at exiting this play at $55. Okay, so the second stock I'd like to bring you that I did make an investment in on Friday, and that is ticker symbol MARA. This is a stock that I have previously held, Marathon Digital Holdings, and I also sold this previously at profit. So I have re-entered this play. My buy price on this on the Friday was $29.68, which I think is an excellent entry point. It did close up on the Friday at $32.33. So in terms of my investment, I'm currently already up in excess of 8%. However, even at $32, I do think this represents still a good buy price for Marathon Digital Holdings. Similar to Riot Blockchain, this also follows the price of Bitcoin, and as we know, Bitcoin is currently down. However, I fully expect Bitcoin to achieve its all-time highs again in the short term. In terms of an entry price for Marathon, I think if you can catch this anywhere under $33, and also in terms of an exit strategy, I would also look to exit this strategy anywhere in excess of $45. So entry point below $33, and exit point in terms of over $45, because what happens with these Bitcoin mining plays, they are very volatile. They will go up quite significantly, they will go down quite significantly. So to maximize your profit and return, it's very important, in my opinion, to cash out as soon as it hits a good return. I'm currently already 8% up. I expect this to go higher, so I will be holding my investment. Okay, so the next stock I'd like to bring you is ticker symbol OCGN Ocugen. This is a stock that I have carried out detailed due diligence for, so please refer back to the previous video for that. In terms of strategy, this stock is a stock that I purchased on the 8th of March at a buy price of $8.58. On Friday, I sold this stock in full. I sold this at $10.73. One of my reasons for selling this was, first of all, if we have a look at the chart here, so I'd like to show you the chart. This is the chart for Friday for ticker symbol OCGN. We did see that there was some positive momentum upwards, and before we look at that, in terms of prior to this chart, one thing that I'd like to obviously remind you of is that Ocugen was also a victim of the market fall. At one point it reached a low of $5.53. So from myself, my personal point of view, and a point of view of many investors, well done to everybody who did hold. It's not a good idea to sell a stock that you believe in at a loss. So this was trading at a loss for many investors, including myself. I purchased this at $8, just over $8, and it was trading at $5, so it was quite a significant hit. However, what we saw on the Wednesday, Thursday and Friday is this is because we have belief in this stock. It made a tremendous movement up. It gained in terms of increase well over 40-50% increase. At one point it reached a price of $13.22. I did sell this just close to $11, as I said, and if we look at the chart here on the screen, one of the reasons why I'll tell you why I did sell is I did anticipate a significant fall. That fall didn't happen till about 3 p.m. So if you see 3 p.m, there was a significant fall there, if you see on the chart, and it closed at $9.62. So by cashing out close to $11, I'm quite happy with my investment in this. However, I will be looking to re-enter this play because I think the potential is huge. However, I think right now in market conditions, I think it's very important to take profit where you have profit, just to minimize your risk, and that's what I did with this play. I could have held it more long term, but the market is very volatile at the moment, and I think at the moment it's good advice to take profit where you have profit. However, I will be looking to re-enter this play. It's currently trading at $9.65, and I think if I catch this play below $9, I will certainly look to make a move again. So if you have this on your watch list and you've not yet invested, ticker symbol OCGN Ocugen, anything below $9 at this point would be a good entry point. This stock has huge potential. I think the demand right now for its vaccine is going to be huge, especially if we look at what's happening in India, and I certainly expect fast track FDA approval for this within the short term. Okay, so the final stock I'd like to bring you for your watch list on Monday is a stock that I'm sure many of you are aware of and you have probably kept an eye out on. However, some of you may have invested. I myself have not yet invested, but it is a stock that I am certainly looking at. So that is ticker symbol COIN, Coinbase. So let's first of all start by having a look at their website. So this again from the investor relations page, which I like to look at. And we can see here the summary is Coinbase is building a crypto economy, more fair, accessible, efficient and transparent financial system enabled by crypto. The company started in 2012 with the idea that anyone anywhere should be able to easily buy and sell Bitcoin. Today they offer an easy to use platform for access to wider and broader cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum. And let's have a look at the company highlights. So they have 56 million plus verified users, $335 billion in terms of quarterly volume traded, $223 billion plus of assets on platform, operation in excess of 100 countries, and staff in excess of 1,700. So certainly a good solid business there. If you just excuse the doorbell there. And just finish off on here in terms of how the momentum is going for this. It traded at $292, which was 11%. $292, which was just short of 1% down on the day. It's only been available on Trading 212 for a very short time since the 14th of April, as we know. So it started off at $380. We have seen continuous momentum down for this stock, and in terms of an entry point, I would be looking to enter this anywhere close to $250. So if you can catch this at $250 long term, I think the business fundamentals that we've just seen there are good. And right now it is going through a little bit of volatility. I wouldn't jump in around the $300 mark just yet because of the market conditions, but certainly if it goes close to $250, that would be a good entry point. Okay, so now it's time for lesson of the day, and today I'd like to give a lesson on how the stock market works. So this is I'm going to be using a link here that will share you with on the screen, and I'll also put this on the description as well. So if anybody wants to go into more detail in terms of how the stock market works, please follow the link I will share in the description. So from this website, I'm just going to share you the key takeaways. So in terms of understanding how the market works, because in terms of the volatility and where the market is going right now, it's very important to have an understanding of how everything works. So these are the key takeaways. First of all, stocks or shares of a company represent ownership of the firm. So when you buy these shares, such as Mara, Ocugen, Riot that we've looked at, you become the owner. So we will become the owner. So once we buy shares, we are part owners of that company. However, as it is a limited company, they are run by the directors, so we have no responsibility in terms of operations, but we are owners of that company. So remember that as shareholders, you are owners. You can certainly get voting rights, as well as a claim on any earnings and any dividends from the share price. Dividends are normally not paid by most companies that are penny stocks, but certainly the bigger companies will pay dividends once a year. Stock markets are where the individual and institutional investors come together to buy and sell shares through the public venue. Normally it's through the stock exchange. Now obviously in the modern era we have trading apps such as Trading 212, we have Webull, and we have Robinhood, etc. And this has made it much more easy to trade shares electronically. And then finally, in terms of what drives the prices, the key most important thing is the supply and demand. Supply and demand, obviously we know, is affected by many factors in terms of the price. So we have orders for buy, we have orders for sell. Generally, as we know, good news means the price of the share will go up. Bad news means the price of the share will go down. Uncertainty is almost certainly the worst thing that can happen to a share when nobody knows what the future is. So that's the thing to be aware of. In terms of understanding what to do with your shares and with your portfolio, you always need to keep a good eye on the news, what's happening with your particular companies, and if you have any news apps on your phone, then certainly keep them on for notifications, because that will help you buy or sell, make decisions. From a personal point of view, one of the things that I think I made a good decision in terms of keeping notifications on was for ticker symbol UAVS. This was a share company trading a while ago in excess of $15, and the news came through that the rumors that they had in terms of having a potential deal with Amazon were false, and this drove the share price down very, very significantly. And so it did enable me to cash out very, very quickly on there. And as we can see now, it's traded from an all-time high of in excess of $15, and it's been close currently to around the $5 mark. However, that's another story in terms of UAVS. But thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned.